بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على رسوله الأمين وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحابته أجمعين ومن صار على نهجهم إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. Welcome back to another segment of Ramadan Revival. With only a matter of 2 or 3 days remaining in the month of Ramadan, I'd like to give a quick reminder. You see, especially at this time, most people are very excited about Eid, and they start their plans. They start cooking the special dishes that they will be serving on Eid day, especially the desserts and so forth. Children will be excited because they're getting new clothing for Eid. Family members will be also very excited as they do shopping for one another, because one of the customs, if you will, not that it's a religious thing, but it's become a custom, and there's nothing wrong with it, is that people like to give gifts at the time of Eid. And as I said, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as we don't make it a part of the deen, meaning that we claim that it is sunnah to give gifts on Eid, but exchanging gifts in general in Islam is a sunnah. It is legislated. It is prescribed. Tahadu tahabbu. The Prophet ﷺ tells us that exchanging gifts is a means through which love is instilled in the hearts, and we all sort of can relate to that. When you give somebody a gift or you receive a gift, it gives you a very nice feeling about that individual. In any event, so people are now busy preparing for Eid, buying gifts for their children, perhaps for one another and friends, buying new clothing and so forth. I think it's very important for us not to lose sight of the fact that there are people within our communities who do not have the means to enjoy an Eid like you and I enjoy. And we should not forget about them, especially since Ramadan, amongst all the other things, is also a season of giving, a season of being charitable. Of course, we as Muslims are encouraged to be kind and generous and charitable at all times. But even the Prophet ﷺ, as we learned, kana ajwad an-nas. He was the most generous of people. But then we are told that he was even more generous during the month of Ramadan, when Jibreel alayhi salam used to meet him and revise the Quran with him. And among other things, we learned from this narration that people who are regular with recitation of the Quran are more generous as well. Okay, and we also learned, of course, that in the month of Ramadan, because it is the month of Quran, then generosity is a big part of it as well. So what I'm saying is, let's not forget those individuals and those families in our communities who do not have the means to enjoy Eid as we can enjoy it. So what are some of the things that we can do? Well, we might seek such families out and give them some cash as a gift so that they can go and purchase what they need. I know of some masajid, and I remember the center that we had in Vancouver. What we used to do is, early on in Ramadan, we used to announce, we used to have clothe a Muslim child, and we used to collect donations, and then we used to give gift cards to families, all based on the number of children that they have, so that they could have their children wear something nice for Eid, and even for themselves. Another thing that we can do is we can ask the community to donate toys, for example, gifts that can be given to children on the day of Eid or just before the day of Eid, so that on the day of Eid they can enjoy it as the many families are enjoying it. Ramadan is indeed a time of generosity and a time of giving. Let us not forget. We may want to share some of the food that we have prepared with these families. If circumstances allow, perhaps we can invite some of those families to our homes and let them spend some part of the day with us, enjoying the food and so on and so forth that we have to offer on that day. So Eid is coming. Let's not be selfish. Let's not only think about ourselves. Alhamdulillah, we think about ourselves, we think about our families. But if it is possible for us to do a little bit more and to offer some of our brothers and sisters who are not as fortunate as us, if we can offer them something, then I think we owe it to them, and it is something that will go a long way in establishing better bonds of brotherhood بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى. هذا والله أعلم، وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.